Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run on first down. Callaway. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Cantrell. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake. Cantrell. Brown has the first down and much more. And all the way down to the 27. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Cantrell. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Looking to throw. Cantrell eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Escaping the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On first down, Callaway. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Cantrell. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Cantrell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff for Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Powell on the catch. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
5 yards remain on second down. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Powell.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Cantrell. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with his 28th for the second most in a single year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go play action here on first down. It'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because of what...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
They've really had their way so far in the first half. But they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league. So they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Tie it right, tie it right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. 70, 10 more. Checking his checkers. Crash. 40's Mike, 40's the Mike. I'm going to come back to you. 18, Pioneer. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Go check.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open is Powell, that's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. On 1st and 10, Cantrell. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 20.
Looking to throw. Cantrell.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Jerry Judy
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Browns 42, Washington 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Browns. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are pouring it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines, you didn't knock the ball.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. And that brings up fourth.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On 1st down, Cantrell. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And now it's blocked. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Cantrell. This is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cantrell. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Off play action. Cantrell. Open man here. Schwartz complete. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Off the play fake. Cantrell. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Cantrell flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. Back to throw. Cantrell. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll run on first down. Callaway, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Cantrell. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. On 2nd down, Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cantrell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Washington.
Track him 60. We got a seal. We got a seal. Come on. You better bring it. Check 24. Check 24. Switch. No, ring. Go. Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Off-play action. Cantrell escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Cantrell flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On first down, Cantrell. Flush to his right. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake. Cantrell. Eluding the pressure right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5.